Pwnagotchi build series part 2, we're going to cover updating your configuration and setting up Bluetooth tethering on your phone. So everybody should subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the next part in this series. We'll jump right into it. Configuration file is done through YAML, Y-A-M-L, and it's very particular, so you need to run it through an online validator to make sure it's good. SSH into your Gotchi, and here we're going to do a sudo su to run as root, and we can do a nano /etsy/pwnagotchi/config.yml, and let's look at their default configuration file here, and we can see that this was how we left it from the last video. Let's pull up the web interface here, and if we go into the plugins tab, we can see this shows you what's enabled. Let's just back out of this configuration nano session, and if we go back to the web config here, you see you can click on it, and this shows you all of the settings that are available in the web configuration. And if we just click save at the bottom and go back to home, now it's gonna reload, so you'll get this page saying, you know, it can't load for a second, so we'll give it a little bit and do a reload. All right, so now it's back up and running, and let's go back and check that original configuration. And you see here there's a lot more information. Now this is a good thing because it has all the proper spacing in it. So now you can make changes in the web config here and not worry about having to do the validation of the YML file and all of that jazz. It has all the formatting done for you, and you can just click in here and add, enable, disable, or type in the field to add what you need to add. So we're going to look into enabling the Bluetooth device, and I'm going to do this on an Android phone. There is an iOS section, so take note of that. So right here we're going to put the MAC address in, and for this max tries, basically after 10 tries it's going to stop trying to connect to Bluetooth. So if we set that to 0, it will always try to connect. And if we scroll down and look a little more, sharing internet, you can enable that if you choose to. And then see, here's the whole iOS section, and then we have enabling Bluetooth tethering, the main plugin. So we'll turn that on. We'll save these settings to apply and jump into the SSH session again. So sudo su if you're not already. And then we're going to use this mini Bluetooth guide. I'll link it in the description, and we can step through this to link Bluetooth. So we go into the Bluetooth CTL, and then from here we're going to start to scan. So scan on, and this will start scanning for Bluetooth, and we're going to make sure that your phone is set up in discovery mode. So we see it detected my phone, and we can shut scanning off. Now that we have that MAC address, you can use that to add to the web config if you didn't pull it off your phone. So we're going to do a pair with the MAC address, and it's going to say yes. You're going to confirm here and confirm to pair on your phone. So once that's successful, it should complete. Trust the MAC address, and we should get approval that it's now trusted. We'll type exit here to back out of the Bluetooth CTL. So we'll stop and start the Pwnagotchi service here, and let's take a look at the settings that you need on your phone. On your phone, under hotspots and tethering, you need to enable Bluetooth tethering here. If we flip back to the web interface, you see it's in manual mode. We need to switch to auto. So we'll say OK, and it'll switch over to auto mode. And once we're in auto mode, you should see the BT showing up there, meaning that Bluetooth is enabled. And it takes a little bit for it to cycle through everything and get to the point where it's going to attempt the Bluetooth connection. So you need to make sure that Bluetooth is on your phone and that you have that screen, the Bluetooth connection, device connection screen open, and you just have to wait a little bit. Normally it'll take 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, so after a little bit, we get this C up here, so that means that Bluetooth is connected. And then let's take a look at the phone side. We can see it's showing that it's currently connected. And if we open a web browser, again on Android, it defaults to 192.168.44.44:8080. So once we log in, we can see that Bluetooth is obviously connected because we're connected through our phone, and we can step through the web interface and do a shutdown if we want. Looking at the Pwnagotchi website, you can see under configuration, it shows you the statuses for BT. So C is connected, NF is not found, etc., etc. So you can use these to troubleshoot any issues you have. Leave a comment below, let me know how you made out. Make sure you join the Slack channel. There's a lot of good resources there. People can give you real-time help. You can post snapshots and configs. It's a really good resource to have. Also, make sure that you send me a pawn mail through your Pwnagotchi so you can get entered into the contest that we're having with this series. I look forward to hearing from everybody, and I'll see you next time.